What character means the most to you and truly represents who you are as a person?
So, wow, that's a really good question. In the beginning, when I first got in, it was kind of like the beginning of cable TV. There was new work besides network animation, so that opened the door for more actors to come in. AI, in terms of the work I do, is dangerous in the fact that they could just use our voices without paying us. You know, that's the way we make our living.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am here with the ever iconic Mr. Richard Horvitz.
Hello, my friends.
He's done so much great work, from Heaven Hotel to InvaderZim to Billy and Mandy. You've heard him since you were a little kid. I gotta ask, just a quick little icebreaker. What's your history with like the South and Atlanta, and what do you love about just the South in general?
So I love the people in the South. I love the I love the food. It's the best food, right?
Yeah.
I love how green, in particular, that Atlanta is. Green, and Georgia's just green. I love it. I love being on the water, near the water, and I just have a great time here. The weather is hot.
I was suffering yesterday.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It is hot. It gets very muggy.
Oh my gosh. Talk about it. But talking about it in the beginning, you voiced so many iconic characters, and I'm curious, with you voicing so many characters and getting into voice direction as well, how has your perception of voice acting and the industry evolved over the years of you doing it?
So a lot of things have changed over the years. In the beginning, when I first got in, it was kind of like the beginning of cable TV. So there was new work besides network animation. So that opened the door for more actors to come in. And then with the advent of streaming, then even more actors can come in, and now shows like HelluvaBoss, my show, that's on YouTube. So there's even more. So there's a lot more opportunity than there was in the beginning. Also, there's a lot more independent animation. And I think that the way it's changed the most is that we're not really together in the booth all at one time anymore. We're usually recording from our home studios. And I kind of miss being in the studio with all the actors.
Yeah, that's something I've noticed that's changed, especially due to COVID and stuff. It's just drastically changed it. And speaking of changes, obviously we have the new implementation of AI and AI voices and all this stuff with AI. I'm curious, as a man who's worked in this industry and, like you said, has seen the evolution of technology and how things have changed, how do you feel about where AI is going and where it is right now?
So I think there are some amazing things about AI, and I think there are some very dangerous things about AI. AI, in terms of the work I do, is dangerous in the fact that they could just lift our, use our voices without paying us. And, that's the way we make our living is, if you're talking about video games, if they want to lift our voice, use AI to do just like one of our popular catchphrases, they could do a whole game and we would never make money from it, so that's the dangerous part. But AI in other industries, there's some things like, I'm not big on self-driving cars and stuff, but I see where that's going. So some people love that. I don't love that, but I'm very old-fashioned. I want to be able to hit the brake if I want. But I think AI is dangerous in terms of things like fake deep fakes are very dangerous, and I think the world is so divided as it is that when you bring AI into the mix, it even gets more and more confusing for people.
Absolutely. And one thing I love about these conventions is just seeing the pure amount of love and dedication. Even right now, I'm seeing fans just line up wanting to meet you and just tell you how much you mean to them.
That means a lot. That means a lot to me.
Yeah, you're the voice of my childhood. My last question for you before I let you go is, what character means the most to you and truly represents who you are as a person?
So, wow, that's a really good question, because people usually just ask me what my favorite character is, and I think that it's hard to pick my favorite character because so much of myself goes into my stories and my characters. I think that Dagget from the Angry Beavers is the most like my personality. I think that the art and the comedy and the randomness of Zim is standalone one of the best things I've ever been involved with. Billy and Mandy, I love the writing on Billy and Mandy, and I love that I got to improvise up a storm and also write on the show.
No way.
Yeah, and of course Moxie, I love because one, I get to voice direct, but two, I love the story. I love that I get to sing on the show, which is my favorite part of it. And I would say that I'm really a big fan of Raz from Psychonauts because I think that's a lot like my personality, just younger. Yeah.
Awesome. How's it been voice directing?
Great. It's very rewarding. One of the most rewarding things I've ever taken on.
Well, Richard, thank you so much for
my
speaking to
friend.
me. It's been an
My
honor to meet
pleasure.
you. Guys, if you see Richard at a convention, please give him a hi, get an autograph, get a picture, get all that. As always, guys, peace, love, safety. Until next time, peace out.